Showtime Thrills viewers, I'm Sophie, and these are my top 20 coasters. Before we start, let's look at my number one for the past 3 years.
And my favorite coaster of all times is Revolution at Magic Mountain.
And number one, Lightning Rod at Dollywood.
And number one, one you've all been waiting for, is Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point. I've ridden 303 coasters, and these are my top 20. Number 20 is Mystery Mine at Dollywood. This one was my number 300. It was a crazy milestone because we got stuck.
That was quite the adventure.
That was an adventure. My first mid-course evac.
And it was just a whole adventure to finish. Number 19, El Toro. This had the airtime, the intensity, it had everything you wanted in a wooden coaster. But the lap bars ruined the whole thing. And that's pretty much all I have to say about El Toro. Number 18, Lightning Racer. Lightning Racer, it had good airtime, it had the fun, it had everything. It was a bit rough around certain areas, but overall that was a great wooden racer. Number 17, Nitro. I don't know what to say about Nitro. Nitro was worth the wait in line because it had crazy good airtime. The lap bars were good, unlike El Toro. And the whole theming was a refreshing change from all the animal-based coasters.
Daddy, away!
My number one coaster is
A puppy do it.
the Puppy Do
David at
Adventure Park USA.
Amy, how many roller coasters have you ridden? You have 11 coasters? Wow. Alright, Amy, go see Mommy, okay?
Oh, okay, Dad.
Okay, Amy. Bye, Amy.
I just realized I haven't been saying the park names. Number 16 is Fury. This I have underrated for the past 2 years, and it's really not that bad. I mean, it's still just the basic coaster that you would see everywhere, and looking at my list right now, I think I still put it a little bit too high.
Stop! He's already dead.
Number 15, Leviathan. Leviathan was my number 200 coaster.
The proud rider of 200 coasters. How's it feel?
It feels like 200.
200. Well, that should, because it is. And it was Leviathan.
It was also another really crazy milestone because it was in Canada. And I am super proud of myself for riding something super crazy in Canada as my 200th. And I know it's similar to Fury, but it's just better. Number 14 is Time Traveler. The first drop in Time Traveler is insane. It is like the airtime you need. The theming was perfect, the track had everything, and it was just overall very interesting experience. Number 13 is Wildcat's Revenge at Hershey Park. This one was a great RMC. That was... it had good airtime.
It was pretty mid, huh?
It was.
It was.
Looking at my
Mid-tier
coaster
RMC.
list... But looking at my list, half of my coasters are kiddie rides. What, am I going to rank this above Fury? Yes. Number 12 is Diamondback. This one was worth the wait in line because it had... The first drop was insane. It had good airtime. And the water run through was super, super cool. Number 11, Iron Rattler. This one was just perfect. It was perfect off the mountain and first drop, and it just looks so cool even when you're not riding it. Iron Rattler, keep it up. That was a great ride. Number 10, Raging Bull. Raging Bull is ranked where it is because of the first drop, the second drop, the third drop, everything in between. It had everything you would want in a hypercoaster. Number 9 is West Coast Racers. West Coast Racers introduced me to launches. I don't like launches at all, but This one was acceptable because it had inversions, it had theming, it had airtime, it was like a nice long ride that you could really get into. Number 8, Twisted Colossus. Twisted Colossus is ranked where it is because it just has the most crazy. I feel like whatever I have to say about Twisted Colossus, I've said about every other coaster.
That's the problem about having a lot of RMCs on your list.
RMCs are amazing. Wait, I just realized I didn't put Lightning Rod on here.
Sorry, Lightning Rod, you were ruined by the evil creators of RMC.
Number 9 is Twisted Colossus. Twisted Colossus has these crazy elements, and on top of that, it's a racing coaster. Number 7, Twisted Timbers. It is one of the most classic RMCs. It has all the elements that you would want in an RMC. It's smooth, it has inversions, and it whips you around like crazy. Number 6, Mystic Timbers. Mystic Timbers has the theming, it has the airtime, and it has the intensity. Twisted Timbers just can't really get above the theming of Mystic Timbers. Number 5, last year's number 1 is Steel Vengeance. Steel Vengeance, it has everything. It has what you would want in this wooden coaster. They renewed the tracks, which I've never ridden the original, but I can tell it is so much better. So many RMCs on my list. And apparently it has the most airtime in the world, which is awesome. Number 4 is King Dakar. I am super proud of myself for riding King Dakar. It is the tallest, fastest in North America until they ripped it down, of course. But I'm super glad I got to ride it before it was closed from its original form. Number 3 is, sorry, puppy, help me out.
Probably can't save you at this point.
Number 3, Iron Gwazi. We barely made it onto Iron Gwazi, but since we did, it has made my top 3. It is airtime filled, it has good theming, and every aspect is just spot on. Number 2, Pantheon. Do I really have to say anything for Pantheon? It has the theming, it has the airtime, it has inversions, it has everything you would ever want in a coaster. But it has not made my number 1 because The Beast overtook it. The Beast, it was perfect night ride. If you ever ride this in the day, just don't. It broke down for a reason during the day when we were trying to get a second ride, because night rides are better than day rides. The Beast is speed. It is speed. I love that for The Beast. It is my number 1 because of the speed. Once again, I am Sophie. These were my top 20 coasters, and I will see you again next year.